Hello viewers and welcome to my channel. It's your host Nick here once again, and today I feature a new streaming device. This box is the WeChip V7, and this is an Amlogic S912 Octa Core Android 7.1 4K TV box. This is my first WeChip device, and I am delighted to feature a new brand on my channel. After the break, we have a full review on its hardware and features, so stay tuned. We have more in a moment. With Halloween ending on the 31st of October, time is running out for you to take advantage of the massive sales and bargains currently running on Gearbest.com. Take advantage of these spooky deals with spellbinding savings, with a special coupon code of up to 25% on the most popular items. Get the lowest prices on Halloween gear, and monster brand bargains on the most popular electronic devices. Go to Gearbest.com to take part in this magical event. To obtain this scary coupon code, see the link in the description area for more information. Welcome back. What we have here is the box that the WeChip V7 comes in. It's not well labeled with no specifications on the outside, so I'll just do the unboxing and continue with the rest of the review. The WeChip V7 runs on the Amlogic S912 Octa core CPU. Its display is powered by the ARM Mali T820 tri-core GPU. It comes with 3GB of DDR3 RAM, and 32GB of internal storage. It has 8.0 to 11 dual-band Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth 4.0. In the box, you have the WeChip V7 itself. You get this remote control. It's the same remote we have seen used in lots of TV boxes. It will work well to control the basic functions of the box. However, it's an IR remote, and you'll be better off if you use a wireless air mouse or mini touchpad keyboard like the one I have here from AlphaWise. This provides advanced navigation with omnidirectional control. And I'll just open this one to show you guys what it looks like. Special thanks goes out to Gearbest for providing this mini touchpad keyboard. A link to this product can be found in the description area. I'll also be testing this one to see how well it performs. You get one HDMI cable, a 5V 2A universal DC power adapter, and a user's setup guide. Let's take a look at the box. The box is made of a black plastic housing, with the WeChip logo alongside an LED touch power button at the top, much like the power button on the Nvidia Shield. To the back, you have one HDMI port, one USB 2.0 port, one RJ45 Ethernet LAN port. You get one optical audio-video port, an audio-video jack, and your DC power input. To the side, you get another USB 2.0 port, and a micro SD card slot. There's nothing on the other side. To the front, you have an LED power strip. And to the bottom, there are a few ventilation holes. So I'll now connect this box to my TV, and when I return I'll continue. So I'm back, and as we get things started, the WeChip V7 starts with a very nice logo startup animation, then it's followed by the launcher. The launcher is simply laid out, with large buttons and the option to add shortcuts to the launcher. Simply click on the Add button and select which shortcut you would like to add. The launcher comes with a navigation bar at the bottom and a status bar at the top for easy multitasking. In the Apps section, here you have all the system streaming and social media apps that comes installed on the box. I have also installed some apps of my own, so I'll move on to the next segment of my review. To start this segment, I'll first check to see if the box is rooted. and it shows that the box is rooted, running on Android 7.1.1 Nougat operating system. This is always a good feature, even though that some may argue that it's not because it may pose a security risk. Having root access on TV boxes in particular gives you the benefit of installing any app you like from the Google Play Store without restrictions. This is more so important if you intend to use a keymapping application or a screen mirroring app, because all these apps require root access to work. Next, I have the DRM information. The DRM information shows that the WeChip V7 only has support for 2 out of the 6 supported services, which allows Netflix to only show in standard quality. Let's take a look at its system and hardware information. Under System, it shows that the manufacturer is Amlogic, and the model is the V7. Below it shows that the box comes with 3 GB of RAM, and below it also shows the remaining memory and internal storage from the 32 GB total after the Android installation and apps installed on the box. You also have expandable storage of up to 4 TB on external hard drives. However, there is no indication on the product page how much external storage can be converted to internal storage. Under CPU information, it shows that the box runs on an octa-core 64-bit Cortex-A53 CPU, with a maximum clock range of 1.5 GHz. Below here it shows that the box has support for both 32 and 64-bit ABIs. This allows the box to run both 32 and 64-bit applications. Under Display, it shows that the display is powered by the ARM Mali T820 tri-core GPU, with a refresh rate of 6 Hz. Under Network, it shows that the box has support for dual-band 2.4 and 5.8 GHz Wi-Fi, and below here it shows your signal strength, link speed and frequency. Under Android information, here again it shows that the box runs on Android 7.1.1 Nougat operating system, and below it confirms that the box is rooted. Under Thermal information, I have tested and the box runs a bit hot at 50 to 65 degrees Celsius on normal room temperature, and around the same temperature on passive cooling. These temperatures has not changed because the ventilation holes below the box are insufficient, and this restricts the airflow from passive cooling. Under codecs information, we have the usual list of codecs that include H.264, HEVC and VP9 decoding, all needed for 4K video playback. However, I cannot detect any H.265 in this list. And that's all for system and hardware information, and I'll now move on to the benchmark segment of this review. Let's start with the results from the memory read and write speed test. The WeChip V7 has a RAM copy speed of 3577 MB per second. The internal storage has a read speed of 113 MB per second and a write speed of 74. And the SD card reader has a read speed of 112 MB per second and a write speed of 5. The RAM copy speed was expected, but the internal storage and the SD card read speeds were quite a bit high, the kind of speeds you would see in an RK3399 TV box. I now have the results of the Wi-Fi speed test. I was not impressed with the results. On the 5.8 GHz band, the box fell below the maximum speed on my internet package, which runs at 30 MB, and on the 2.4 GHz band, the speed fell even lower below the maximum speed. However, these results are based on my internet package, and much higher speeds can be attained on a much faster network like a fiber package. Next I have the Antutu benchmark results. The results show that the V7 got an Antutu score of 39,820. This score is a good score, consistent with other S912 boxes in its class. Next I have the results of the Geekbench 4 CPU benchmark. The results show that the V7 got a score of 500 single-core and 1569 multicore. Not very high, but consistent. The final results I have is the 3D Mark Ice Storm Extreme GPU benchmark. And it shows that the WeChip V7 got a score of 5495, which is slightly higher than other S912 boxes in its class. And that's it for the benchmarks. Next I turn my attention to the entertainment media streaming applications, 4K video rendering performance, and gaming capabilities of the box. That's all for streaming, and I'll now test the 4K video playback capability of the box. Well, as you can see, the box played most of my 4K video samples, with the exception of the jellyfish video at 400 megabits per second bitrate, and 2 other videos. I'll now test the YouTube application to see what's the highest resolution we can get. The YouTube application can only run up to 1080p quality. From one of my previous videos where I was able to achieve 4K YouTube resolution, I learned that you cannot get it to play in 4K quality without the appropriate operating system to support it. For my final demonstration to test the box's 3D graphics, I'm running a game. To run this game I'm using the same PXN3 Pro gamepad that I used in my previous video. I'll comment on its performance and compatibility after the demonstration. Also, a link to this gamepad can be found in the description area. So as you can see, the game was able to play. However, the graphics rendering is not the best, because the frames and the details are not smooth as they should be. So what this means is that this box is not big on games. So in summary, the WeChip V7 is a great TV box for streaming movies and TV shows. It can play 4K videos, but it had some issues with some of my sample videos. I like that the box is rooted, and the memory read and write speeds are higher than normal. The box looks fantastic, implementing the new touch power button. These two controllers worked great. I really like how this mini touchpad keyboard lights up and can change colors. It's got a built-in battery and a USB receiver and charging cable. The PXN gamepad worked like a charm. However, the GKM Touch Gamepad keymapping application I normally use has an issue with the root access of the box, so I couldn't use it on this box for more advanced gaming. And finally, the Wi-Fi reception is not the best, and you might want to use an Ethernet connection for higher speeds. So you might be wondering if this is a good box to purchase. Well, for streaming free movies and TV shows, it's really good. As for games and 4K videos, it's okay, but it's not the best. So this brings me to the end of my review of the WeChip V7, Amlogic S912 Octa Core Android 7.1 4K TV box. If you are interested in this device, a link along with a discount coupon code was placed in the description area. Using these links also helps to support this channel, and it allows me to deliver more reviews in the future. Thanks for watching. Remember to like this video if you found it informative, share it with your friends and subscribe to this channel for more TV box top videos.